Hey folks, it's Stacy here with Blonde Bear and Brown Bear and their dolls. Say hi, dolls.
Hi.
And we're doing a episode of cabin cooking. And so what I'm doing today is over here. You move forward, love. I've got my and of course we do cast iron cooking. So I've got these Brussels sprouts that we brought along, and I didn't have a chance to prep them ahead of time. We just picked them up in the Fraser Valley. I just cut the end off, slice it in half, and I put it in the pan. And so then just cleans it up nicely. Okay, do you want to cut that one? Okay, just we're gonna have this on film. She's gonna cut her hand off. Here we go. Over the pan, and she got it without cutting her hand off. Okay, so we're done with that. What we do now, I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. Okay, so we've got our Brussels sprouts, and does anybody else have kids who love Brussels sprouts other than me? Pretty amazing. You know what? I think it's because of the way we cook them. We always oven roast them, and so you can see them here in the cast iron pan. So what I do is I got my supplies over here, and can you get the dolls off the counter?
Okay.
Okay, you hold this bottle for me. Can you hold the bottle? Hold the bottom of the bottle, and I'm going to pull the top. There we go. And then I just take a little bit and pour a little bit on the, put them on there, and then. Can you catch those little rascals that got away? There we go. Just give them a little stir.
That's what I do with my salad.
That's what she does with her salad. That's another thing. These kids love salad.
Caesar salad. Yummy.
Okay. So you can see I've got that stirred up pretty good. Okay, so I've got my Brussels sprouts. Got a bit of oil on them. We use this. It's kind of a nice cold. It's a cold pressed Spanish extra virgin. Get it from the Gourmet Warehouse, and it's a
warehouse.
Yeah, it's a nice tasting oil. It's actually better for using on a salad. Okay, let's step to the side here, and you can see my helpers here. In here, I've got this. Like a barbecue rub, and so all I do is wait a minute, please. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
okay.
I like that.
Yeah, and I just take a pinch, sprinkle it over top.
Can I do some?
And yeah, sure, go ahead. Just sprinkle a little bit over top of that. There we go. I think if memory serves me correctly, I got this stuff from Re-Up Barbecue down in New Westminster, and my mom told me with this stuff here, this kosher salt. It's a nice salt. I just transfer some into a bottle here, and then I just take a little pinch, and no, I got enough in my hand here. Okay, I'll put that back. Okay, just gonna put a little bit more on, and yeah, it's good. Okay, now I just
put it in the oven.
Give it a shake up. There we go. So it's get distributed. So you can see that's what that looks like. Got a little bit of oil on there. Yeah. Okay, there I am. There's a little bit of oil on there, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of a barbecue rub, and a little pinch of salt. Okay, so let's fire that in the oven. You want to open that up for me? And hey folks, I'm back. The Brussels sprouts have been in the oven for about 10 minutes now. So you can see, I got my handy dandy this oven mitt on. Also doubles as a welding glove, welding mitt type thing. Just give them a little shake. You can see they're starting to get a little darker green, and so I'm going to I just open them up, give them a little shake, and then I that actually is pan, it's pretty hot. Give a little shake here and throw some of them out on the floor, so you can see they're starting to get a bit darker green. Put them back in the oven. That's about 10 minutes. Put them back in there for a little bit longer. Okay, be back shortly. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes for those Brussels sprouts in the oven. Let's have a look. Handy dandy welding gloves slash. Oh, look at those. Beautiful, beautiful. They're just getting perfectly browned, and let's see, just give them a little tussle around in the pan here. Let's have a look. So you can see how they're getting, you can see like up in here they're getting a little bit browned. So I'm just going to smooth them out, and then to finish them I'm going to put them back in the oven on the top shelf. I always leave the oven door open. Put it over here to broil. Turn that up to broil, and leave them under the broiler for, what is it, for 3, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes. I'll just watch them. Whenever I'm using the broiler, like that, I leave the door open. Okay. So you can see here they're under the broiler, and the top element's coming on, getting good and hot. But I was taught you always leave the door open when you're broiling. You stay here. You don't go running off to say, oh, I'm just going to do something while the broiler's going, because you know what happens when you do something? Your dinner burns. So I got her cranking. Get some heat on there. In the bottom, you can just see underneath there, those are some slices of, what do you call it, stuffing. I prepared it ahead of time, and I've just sliced it up in about 3/4 of an inch thick slices, and I got them in my another cast iron pan. That's actually the field cast iron pan that I purchased. I mean, those Brussels sprouts are getting a nice tan. See, it doesn't matter if you got the door open, because it's not about, oh, look at that. It's not so much about the temperature of the oven, it's the direct heat from the broiler that's giving them the caramelization. While I'm getting that going, I'm just going to put the front element, put that up on high. I'm also going to be doing up a little bit of pasta for the kids as well. Okay, just give that a couple more minutes, or another minute or so, and then I'll pull them out. Hold tight. Okay, so I actually waited 4 minutes, and you can see how the caramelization is all over the top of these. So all you do, give them a stir, and then nobody knows. Look, you might have burned them a little bit, but this is the, you just hear the little bit of, that's the really crispy little bits there. Oh, that was beautiful. Over here, I'm just doing up some, browning up some onions. I'm going to make a, got that element on a little bit too high. Anyway, so there's my Brussels sprouts. They're ready to be devoured, and those are going to be good. Oh yeah. So while I'm waiting for the rest of the meal to prep, to get cooked, I'm just going to put them back in the oven. I've turned the oven off now, off and off, and so I will leave them in there to keep warm while I get the rest of the dinner going. Okay, hang tight. Okay, so the dinner's ready. This is the stuffing roll, and here's the Brussels sprouts. You can see they're quite caramelized. Over here is the tortellini with a creamy tomato and onion sauce, and I dished some up for the other bears, and you'll see I put the sauce on the side, because it's almost guaranteed that there'll be protests, but mine, I put it right on top. I'm going to do a little bit of grated little cheese on it, and we're going to eat. Let's see. Oh, so tender. Oh, so easy. Cut the bottoms off. Thank you. Cut the bottoms off, peel off the outside leaves. Cut them in half, put them in a cast iron pan in the oven for 450 or something like that. 20 minutes, Finish them 5 minutes under the broiler. Out of this world. Those are delicious.
I think the noodles taste buttery and good at the same time. The Brussels sprouts taste crispy and it tastes really good.
Are they seasoned well enough?
Yes. Yes. I think that they're really good because they're crunchy. And if you think that you should throw away the crispy pieces, like the burnt pieces, don't, because they actually taste really good.
So, not only do I like it, thought it was a flavor hit, but the kids like it. That's what you call a dad in the burbs win.
Dad in the birds.
They said it, a dad in the burbs. Okay, be well, my friends, and we'll talk again soon. Okay, bye, folks.